Hi, my name is Allison. It's nice to meet y'all. I'm an education major of EC through 6. I recently got a job at my local school. I'm going to be a first grade teacher. I'm super excited to be a first year teacher, but very, very scared. It's just overwhelming and stress, buying all the materials, learning the curriculum, understanding the school policy. But I love it so far. I'm supposed to be starting here soon, so I can't wait for that. I am registered for 2 classes this semester, so it's very stressful, but I'm sure we can all do it. I have 1 niece, 2 nephews. They keep me on my toes, but I love them dearly. I picked 3 adjectives to describe myself. For the first one, I would say I am patient. Growing up, I learned I had a huge amount of patience. This is the main reason why I want to become a teacher. Some students might have difficulty with learning, and I believe with my skill of being patient gives me the opportunity to help break things down for them to ensure students are learning, have that one-on-one with them, and I feel like that's the main skill that you need to have for a teacher. My next word that I picked was a hardworking. I am always busy. It could be with schoolwork, it could be with work, it can be with whatever, my small business. I am always on the go. I'm always working. When I first turned 16, I got my first job. And then when I turned 18 and I graduated, I decided I'm going to be going to school full time while working 2 jobs. Everybody thought I was insane. My parents like, why are you doing that? But I thought it was important to save money, keep up with schoolwork, keep me on my toes, and I love working. I'm always determined to meeting my goals. My next adjective to describe myself would be loving. My heart is so pure and gold. I never want to see anybody struggle or have any problems. It's just, this world is too cruel, and I feel like we need to spread kindness and love. And you never know when people are dealing with something. So just giving that little giggle or love makes a difference. And then the degree plan that I'm studying is EC through 6. Last semester, I took an EDBL course, and the class required us to find a learner who spoke a different language other than English. I decided to get to know the child's background and understand their strengths and weaknesses. I picked a first grade student at my hometown. Every week, I had a different assignments for that student. It could be English, it could be their language, it could be a reading, it could be a science text, it can be whatever. I use those resources to keep track of that data and to see what the student's strengths and weaknesses are. It allowed me to help the student improve or how I need to report information by adding visuals, building that relationship. So I thought that was very important. However, that's the only experience I have. I'm also a sub and I haven't had any experience with it. So I feel like this class will help me a lot and show me how I need to have these important skills to ensure that every individual is learning and feels included in the learning environment. Some skills and knowledge that I do believe that teachers should have is allowing the student to think and give them more time if needed. Some students can be at the desk and we're thinking that they know it or they're understanding it, but they're just staring at us and they're probably not understanding it or they're probably bored. So that's why I think it's very crucial to have visuals with everything. If you want the students to take out a marker, have a visual, have the text with it. It's just something that every student needs, including myself. Visuals can make a huge difference in the learning environment. And it's also essential to have a pointer. A pointer allows you to point to whatever you're reading, and the student will be able to follow along and keep track with what you're saying. So I think all those skills will make a huge difference in the learning environment with English learners or non-English learners. In every classroom, I believe teachers should showcase the students' work on the walls. Giving the students the opportunity to put their paper on the wall will make them feel excited, loved, and supported. I believe every single teacher should pronounce students' name correctly. I know some names could be very difficult to say, but if we say it incorrectly, students will feel like they don't belong, or they would feel like, why can't the teacher say my name correctly? So practice that name before saying it to ensure that the student feels loved and supported. Giving students the opportunity to have discussion time, to build relationships with students, will allow the students to feel safe and comfortable in the learning environment. Especially when groups or in partners, students won't have to have anxiety or nerves. They will already get to know each other. Next, the teacher should get to know the parent or guardian. Building that trust will ensure the student is receiving the best learning experience. The most important thing that I do want to add in my classroom is projects that have different foods, different language, different culture, race, etc. Giving students the opportunity to present where they come from, what their religion is, what's their language, their family tree. It just allows them to express, to help others learn. And I feel like that's super important because we should all support no matter where the student came from.